So yeah, there was times when I was vulnerable. There was time when I was have a moment of weakness also. I have cried, I have shouted, I have yelled. But yes, by God's grace, most of the time, maximum time, there was some unseen confidence in me. I don't know where from it was, but it was there in me that yes, we will cross this bridge also. Whenever I got time, I took care of my health. But most of the time, we were not able to do physical exercises because leaving her in one room going out was not
It
possible
was
for me.
impossible.
So most of the time was occupied by her needs. And these period when the surgeries were done, I had to compromise with my profession also. Like in the sense, I have to leave my job as an educator for some time.
Yeah,
That also was a thing that was affecting me. Like, okay, I'm investing my time where I could have built up my career.
yeah, yeah,
I'm investing my time for taking care of my child. But as the time passed, I felt that no, whatever I have done or whatever I have given up, I don't regret about it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 32 of the Diary Mom podcast. My name is Diana Adair. I am the founder of the Diary Mom. We inspire, educate, and empower mothers who may be struggling to reclaim their dreams or who may have temporarily set aside their ambitions due to the demands of motherhood. On the Dairy Mom podcast, we bring you powerful stories from audacious mothers around the world who defy societal expectations and harness their strength to juggle both roles of motherhood and the pursuit of their personal and professional ambitions successfully. Before we begin today's conversation, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to all of our new subscribers, our new viewers, and to all who have been with us from the beginning. I appreciate you all very much. And if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. This helps our channel to grow. Today's episode is the second part of our two-part series, Raising with Resilience. We are honored to continue our conversation on navigating the challenges of raising a child with a disability and the mental and emotional load that come with it with Dr. Rini Mathai, who's joining us all the way from India. Dr. Rini Mathai is a highly accomplished educator, counselor, and holistic well-being specialist with over 22 years of experience. She empowers individuals, families, and educators to overcome emotional challenges, cultivate mindful habits, and develop leadership skills. A specialist in positive psychology, Dr. Rini focuses on fostering emotional resilience, building stronger relationships, and guiding individuals towards meaningful personal growth. Her expertise includes parental coaching, youth mentoring, educator wellness, and mental health support, all delivered with a compassionate and creative approach. Dr. Rini's programs have helped transform the lives of over 1,000 individuals, helping them achieve lasting positive changes in their emotional and professional well-being. She aims to inspire people to live balanced, purposeful lives by integrating mind, body, and spirit. If you're ready for today's episode, grab your pens and notebooks and join me as I speak to our special guests. So Dr. Rini, I think now you're a counselor and then you counsel parents a lot. I'm particularly interested in how you rebuilt your daughter's self-esteem, how you shaped that, how like you were mentioning, at some point there were mental health issues, she was having anxiety and all that. And then through all of that, now she's settling, she's an automobile engineer. That's huge. She's living her life, she's doing all the sports, the surgery work, that piece, from here to there. How did you shape that? And in your counseling, what do you teach now for parents to know?
So, my journey from a parent, just a parent, to becoming a counselor, this is a story where, as I said, with all the pains and all. And during certain surgeries for 3 months, for 6 months, she used to be in one room without moving anywhere. So that had taken a toll on her. So her confidence level was affected, her self esteem was affected. She had anger bouts. So I wanted, at even at that period of time, I wanted a help of a counselor, a person who can support her, give her the right kind of support. But I didn't find the person, whomever I approached, I didn't find adequate enough to give her that kind of support or guidance to come out of this particular situation. So that is where I shifted my profession from just an educator to a counselor. So I started doing my research, I started educating myself, appearing for my exams, reading a lot of things. Her food habits had to be changed. So I was not getting, and for me, every time visiting to a far off place is not possible because I have my responsibility in the hometown also. So yes, I did my own set of research, I did my own set of studies, and then I decided, okay, when I'm helping my daughter, let me help be professionally qualified to be somewhere where I can help others also.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So my helping or supporting my daughter, I could see the changes. I won't say since I didn't have a mentor to guide me that this is how your counseling should be, but it was more of a trial and error. But it was a slow shift, but I could see the shift.
You could see
So
the
that gave
impact.
me the confidence that I need to work on myself and my ability to help the
The
children.
children
So
also.
when I see the changes in my daughter building up slowly, that gave me the reason, a very big reason for me to shift from an educator to become a counselor.
That piece you just said, it's so powerful. Wait, you figured your daughter's self esteem had dropped, and then you were looking for a counselor to help, build her self esteem, and you weren't finding any. Then you decided to take it upon yourself to go through or to go to counseling school and become that counselor, like a professional counselor, because you could have just, as a parent, decided you were going to talk to her, but then you took it the next step. You took the next step by going to school for it, and then when you started seeing the impact, you decided to extend it to other parents who were going through that. Wow. Wow, wow. So Dr. Rini, you actually turned your pain into purpose, and then you didn't just end it there. You are now impacting the lives of other parents, and this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So I want to come to you as an individual, your mental health when you were going through that, because a lot of parents are, out there going through the struggles of raising a child with a disability or raising a child with special needs, and it comes with a lot. Like you mentioned, the surgeries, it costs a lot of money, so there's that financial weight that comes with raising a child with special needs. There's also, like you said, the emotional well-being, even the social wellness. Like, people are not willing to like open up to accepting you and your situation. So how did all of that affect you as a mother, or maybe you and your husband, because your husband was also involved in that, and how did you work on your own mental health to be sure that you are well enough to be able to take care of your child?
Yeah. So there was times when I was vulnerable. There was time when I was have a moment of weakness also. I have cried, I have shouted, I have yelled. But yes, by God's grace, most of the time, maximum time, there was some unseen confidence in me. I don't know where from it was, but it was there in me that yes, we will cross this bridge also. This bridge that we are crossing, this film also will cross someday. It will become a memory for us.
Wow.
So that confidence was there. Yes, whenever I got time, I took care of my health. But most of the time, it was not able. We were not able to do physical exercises because leaving her in one room going out was not
It
possible
was
for
not
me.
possible.
So most of the time was occupied by her needs. So and these period when the surgeries were done, I had to compromise with my profession also.
Mm,
Like in the sense, I have to leave my job as an educator for
yeah,
some time.
yeah.
Though I was used to take used to do a part-time job or short-term jobs as an educator, but not a full-time job.
Mm,
So uh, that also was a thing that was affecting me. Like, okay, I'm investing my time where I could have built up my career.
yeah, yeah,
I'm investing my time for taking care of my child. But as the time passed, I felt that no, whatever I have done or whatever I have given up, I don't regret about it. When I see my child today growing up successfully,
yeah,
facing a own set of challenges,
yeah.
I don't regret this. I won't say sacrifice because I don't believe in sacrifice, but the adjustment I made in my life and my career, I'm very happy about it.
The adjustment you made in your life, and that is such a beautiful statement, right? And you have no regrets because now your daughter is doing well, she's thriving, and you are a happy mother. What could have become, oh, like a very sad child who really didn't have the confidence to pursue, her ambitions despite the disability. You turned it around. You got surgery for her. She's doing well. She's studying, at this big engineering program, and she's pushing through. And then you, as a mother, also, even though you made an adjustment to your career, now you are happy because you have your own, should I say your wellness clinic? Is it a clinic or it's a counseling company that you are actually making impact in a way that makes you happy.
Yeah. So I was working in institutions as a counselor till 2 years back.
Okay.
So I was in an working with an organization. So I'm thankful to that organization because they gave me the opportunity to make the shift from an educate as an educator to a
To
counselor.
counselor.
I
Okay.
got a lot of opportunity to interact with parents and children. That gave me a desire that sitting inside or working with an organization, I don't have the complete freedom to help the parents
Mm.
the amount of help or the support or guidance they need
Okay.
for their parenting.
Okay.
So that pushed me, and seeing my daughter growing up in a better way, that pushed me to another level of confidence, another level of desire to build up my own organization where
Organization.
the parents, the children, they all can get some chance to grow out of their limitations and bring out their potential to the full. And
Wow.
that is how I started my organization, Rini Holistic Wellness, on my 50th birthday.
Woo! Congratulations on that. Wow. 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 Wow.
So
That's
that is
beautiful.
the time I decided that, okay, now I should make a shift from here. So
Okay.
this is, if I don't take this step and I don't take this step, I will never take this step.
Yeah.
And that is when I made the shift. And sorry, and I'm thankful to my partner, to my child who were there to support me, guide me, and
Starting.
say, go ahead with your desire. We are there behind.
Oh, that's the power of having support. Wow, wow, wow. So let's come into really holistic wellness. I've seen you, sharing lots of, inspiration about parenting, how parenting should go in terms of emotional well-being, mindful parenting, role modeling. I want you to touch on some of these topics as relates to parenthood. We have lots of parents who watch our show. What are some of the key elements that you would want to, touch on that you think will really make an impact in the lives of our our families or our children as we are raising them.
Yeah, true. So when I said no, when I was taking care as a counselor, I learned psychology and when I was taking care of my child's mental health, at the same time I was taking care of myself also because it's equally important.
It's equally important.
If I'm not at a calmer state, I can't give calmness to my child. So that is where emotional well-being of both the parents with the child is important.
Mm, mm, mm,
So if we don't, that is a very important thing. And as we were sharing the stories, there are many shifts I have done.
okay. Yeah.
Like if I remember my father, his kind of parenting, he was very strict. He was very short-tempered. With my
Mm,
child's condition, I can't be so.
yeah. Yeah.
So that is where I made the shift. Mindful parenting I have done. Consciously, I made the shift
Mm,
in my.
mm, mm. So
And
I want you, okay, sorry, complete your statement, then I'll come.
yeah, so when I say that mindful parenting, I was like, I was there at time period of there was certain times where I was feeling okay, this is not what I should do.
Okay.
This I should shift from here or I should make the changes. Then only there was time like as I have got beating in my childhood, I have shift. I used to beat my child when she was not studying, but then I felt that she is not improving in any way.
Mm,
So where I have stopped beating her for her studies. So that shift I could see and see the changes in her.
okay. 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 Wow. 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 I was going to ask you about that emotional well-being with between us and the kids, right? Like you said, you had this a father who was very strict, and so that affected you. So when as we are parenting our kids now, if we want to be very mindful of that piece, how do we go about it? How do we make sure that we are not too strict on our kids? How do we make sure we are not too closed in, and we can like open up and have this, let the kids feel free and approach us and like open up to us, how do we establish that?
See, when I'm saying being mindful or being instead of being strict, you can have a healthy boundary.
Okay. Okay.
So if you want your child not to do certain things, instead of saying suppose they want to watch TV, but you have this particular set of time that you want to teach them. So if they want to watch TV instead of no, you can't watch TV. The moment you say no, you can't watch, they want to do that only. No matter how much strict you are, how much pampering you give, they don't want to do anything else other than watch TV.
Okay.
So if you give them an opportunity to tell them, yeah, I understand that you love this show, but if possible, we can watch it sometime, some other time, or we can watch it together in the weekend. So that gives them the opportunity to understand that, okay, I'll get this opportunity. There is an opportunity for me to watch some other time. That
Okay.
is one way. What I did personally was that I used to sit with my kid to do my studies. So even while doing my parenting, unconsciously I was doing certain things, like taking care of certain things. For example, recently my daughter was telling that now that she is getting her salary and she is managing the way I used to manage around 20 years back. So I said, what is that? I didn't remember at that time. So I used to, like we have decided that like for each kind of expense, we will keep a different envelope and put that amount which we want to spend on that month. Right? If we are spending like Indian rupee 500 for like grocery, so that 500 will be in one packet.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So in that way, we had done our budgeting and all. So I never remembered this. That now she said, "You remember you were doing this thing those period of time." So now I have started getting my salary and doing this. So that is where I felt that yes, this being role model is important. It's not that always telling them that make changes. but how you do and what you do, they keep on observing you. And that is what they will change. And when I say that these changes is coming in the kids, it's not about the change happening today or tomorrow or maybe within 1 year time. It can happen anytime. You will see the
Anytime.
slow and steady changes as they grow up.
Anytime. Role modeling. Kids observe. Wow. So you were doing this 20 years ago when she was like a little girl, and she has that at the back of her mind that this was how mommy was budgeting finances. So she learned from just observing you, and then now that she has a job, she's going, wow, wow, this hits so hard. Wow. Wow, that's a really is there what I mean I'm trying for us to wrap up, but there's still like lots coming up. So I think we've touched on role modeling, emotional well-being. Is there anything else that
Yeah.
you
And
mindful
today,
parenting?
when
Uh-huh.
mindful parenting, and like I had challenges and I didn't have anybody to a proper person or a mentor to guide me.
Okay.
If I had a mentor or a support system, it would have been easy
A
for me to do
lot
the
of
parenting. My mistakes would have been less.
yeah. So
So I wouldn't have gone through so many challenges all alone. So now I would say to the parents who are having challenges, seek the support. If that challenges is more than 2 months, seek the needed support. It is much important. It's not showing about your weaknesses because you all alone can't know what is parenting.
yeah, 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 yeah. Wow.
Because what happened 10 years or the way we grew up 30 years back, we can't give the same
The
thing to our
same thing
child.
to our children,
Also.
Yeah, yeah.
There are a lot of changes. So seek the appropriate support,
Support.
professional support, or support of your family member whom you can trust, support of your friends. But if it is beyond family members, relatives, friends, then go for a professional support.
Okay. It's very important to invest in seeking professional support. If you think the level of support you're looking for, it's you can find it in your amongst your friends or your family. Wow. And then also seeking mentorship. Okay. Okay, wow, this is beautiful, Dr. Rini. I want to say thank you very much for coming to the show. Before we wrap up, is there any specific advice you would want to give mothers out there? Mothers going through the challenges that you went through raising a child with a disability or raising a child with special needs. How you manage to navigate all of that. If there's somebody going through that, or even just any parent raising a child who has like a unique ability or is considered neurotypical, what are some of the general advice, or what general advice would you give to parents?
The first thing is that whenever you come to know that your child is different from, first thing is that every child is unique.
Every child is
So if you come to know they have certain kind of challenges which put them into a category of children with special needs or differently able children or a neurodivergent children, the first thing is that sit, wait, and understand it.
okay.
Don't give up, don't deny it, don't feel guilty about it
Okay.
because this is not going to help you out.
Okay.
Just take time. It's and none of us can accept that something is different with
From
us.
my child.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So just wait, take your time, settle down, and go through it and understand. Okay, this is the challenge I have.
Yeah.
So let me do what is needed to be done rather than cursing yourself or cursing others or feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
And if you feel that the challenge is beyond your capacity to understand and take care of, go for the professional support.
Hard.
That is very much needed. Don't go through the internet, don't go through this because people are doing good job by in social media and everything by giving good suggestions, advices, but it is not tailor made for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a general suggestion.
It's
Your
general.
kid might need certain important and tailor made support system.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
true.
don't delay it. The
The
early, the
the
better it is.
better. Earlier the better.
As I have gone through so many challenges, if I had a proper guidance, I would, today also I think, if I had a proper guidance, my child would have suffered less.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, the early the intervention is, the better it will be. So, seek the professional support and just don't fix yourself. Okay, my child has this kind of symptoms, or this is the condition, so this is how what I have. Don't fix it. Be flexible. Your child might be different. He might or she might have a condition of autism or ADHD or anything that, or even they might be dyslexia, there might be dysgraphia, anything that. But even if they are come into category, don't in certain categories they are framed, don't label them the first thing. Second thing, don't fix your thought. Become very flexible because your child will be handling that situation very different
Yeah. Yeah.
from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
There is no similarity between two children.
Every child is different, the way they put it.
Every child is
Every
unique.
child is unique.
So be open and be flexible to make the needed changes. That is, and don't give up on your life. Many a times I have seen during my counseling session and coaching session, parents are giving up on their life, completely focusing on the
On the
child
child.
and feeling desperate. This itself will have a negative effect on your child.
Okay. Okay. If you give up on yourself or on your life and then you're just focusing all your energy on your children, it's going to have a negative impact on the children. Wow.
Also, in your health, it will take a toll on your health and it will have a negative impact on your child also. So
I know,
as
I
I
know, I know we are wrapping up, but that piece you said is very important and very critical for me. I just want you to briefly like expand that. Like when because as parents we find ourselves doing that. We just are naturally like tuned to okay, giving all of ourselves, for the children, and we fall into that pace where we are likely to neglect our own demands or our own needs or our own ambitions. So, and then you said it affects the children. Can you unpack that a
Yeah,
little bit for us?
then what happens is then, okay, for example, we are for suppose I'm a mother and I have found out that my child is having autism. So what I do is that I do the research. I talk to only the parents who have child with autism and all. So when I put myself into that particular cocoon, the rest of the things start getting affected around me. My partnership, or my relationship with my
Relationship.
partner, my relationship with my friends, other things also get affected. So my health, physical health, my mental health. If I'm not alert, aware of that, if I'm not taking care of it, then I'm going to accumulate lot of pain in me. And this pain I'm going to radiate to my child also.
I see. I see. Wow. 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 Thank you for explaining that piece. Thank you so much for explaining that piece. Wow. You can accumulate all the pain without even being aware of it. And unconsciously, you can just project it onto your children. So it's important to take care of yourself and pursue your own dreams whilst you are still raising your child. And this is the essence of the dairy mom. And you are a dairy mom. Thank you so much, Dr. Rini.
Well, all my pleasure. It has been pleasure talking to you.
Right, right. But
Thank you.
before you go, I want you to talk about Rini Holistic Wellness briefly. Where can we find you? How can people reach out to you if they want to connect with you? Do you only offer your services in India, or if people are around the world, they can still reach out to you and you can still give counseling virtually? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So Rini Holistic Wellness is not just limited to India, it's all over the world, anywhere in this world where life can take us, it is there. So yes, they can reach out to me. There is a website, my website, Rini Holistic Wellness dot www.riniholisticwellness.com. If you visit that, you will get a booking link where you can book an appointment. If you can see my background, there is a mail ID too. So you can take a pic of it, and this in this mail ID you can write to me, and I will be responding to you whenever I get the mail. So then we can further have a meeting and have a conversation.
Conversation.
So what normally I do is that the first visit, it's a free, and I have a this is a clarity call. So where I discuss with the parents what made them come here and what are the challenges that they are facing. So once they come and talk to me for an hour or so, it's not, though it is written as a 45 minutes clarity call, but I will be listening to you till you finish. So once that is done, once few survey and screening checklists are filled up, we make a tailor-made program for you, whatever is needed. It's not a like one-stop solution for everyone. It's different, as I believe that every child is unique, every house is unique. So it is a tailor-made according to your need and your challenges. And then we work on for 3 to 6 months, and we can see the changes. And a small suggestion: whatever condition of the child is, the first shift has to be from the parent side, not the child.
Wow, 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 wow. Dr. Rini, thank you so much for coming on the show. I believe a lot of parents have learned, from your story, and you've really touched on very, very, very critical points in parenting, in general, and in parenting kids with unique abilities also. And we are very grateful that you made the time to be with us today.
Thank you so much, Diana, for taking me in your podcast. It was
Thank,
my pleasure,
thank
and I
you.
thoroughly enjoyed connecting with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, what a power packed story. Dr. Rini made a very important statement. She said, if you're a mother who is raising a child with a disability, or even if you're not raising a child with a disability, make sure to take very good care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically so that you can be in a better position to take good care of your child or your children. I believe this is a very important reminder to all of us on motherhood and self-care. Let us know in the comments what you learned from Dr. Rini's story. This brings us to the end of our series, Raising with Resilience. In our next episode, episode 33, we'll bring you another inspiring story from another mother. Be sure not to miss it. We want to thank you all for staying with us up until this point. If you want to follow Dr. Rini Mathai, you can find her on LinkedIn at Dr. Rini Mathai. You can find the link to her page in the description of this video. If you want to follow the Dairy Mom, you can find us on Facebook, TikTok, and on LinkedIn at The Dairy Mom. And on Instagram, you find us at @the Dairy Mom. We are also happy to announce that our blog is launched. Visit www.thedairymom.com/blog for more inspiring stories. Thank you once again for staying with us today. And as we wrap up, my question to you is, what is your hashtag, The Dairy Mom Story? Join me and let's do this together. My name is Diana Adair, and I am The Dairy Mom.